The Sufi Message of Hazrat Inayat Khan, Volume 2, The Mysticism of Sound, Centennial Edition. Introduction. Music has long been an important part of Sufi culture and practice. A tradition attributed to the Prophet Muhammad states that all of God's prophets were endowed with beautiful voices. Sama, listening, the Sufi practice of spiritual audition, is said to have its origin in the rapture of the primordial day, when the soul was lifted into ecstasy by the music of God's speech. Hazrat Inayat Khan's musical qualifications are well known. Born into the family of the eminent musicologist Mullah Bakhsh, he became a professor of music at an early age, and subsequently won laurels throughout India for his performances as a vocalist and player of the Saraswati Veena. In recognition of his consummate artistry, the Nizam of Hyderabad gave him the title Tanz-e-uz-Zaman, signifying that he was to his age what the Tanzan had been to the Mughal era, the brightest star of the musical firmament. When the Nizam asked him the secret of his music, he answered, "Your Highness, as sound is the highest source of manifestation, it is mysterious within itself, and whoever has the knowledge of sound, he indeed knows the secret of the universe. My music is my thought, and my thought is my emotion. The deeper I dive into the ocean of feeling, the more beautiful are the pearls I bring forth in the form of melodies. Thus, my music creates feeling within me even before others feel it. My music is my religion. Therefore, worldly success can never be a proper price for it, and my sole object in music is to achieve perfection." While in Hyderabad, Hazrat Inayat Khan composed his major work of music theory, the Minkar-e-Musicar, the Beak of the Musicar. The unique manual and songbook, written in Urdu, has recently gained an international readership thanks to the excellent English translation by Dr. Alan Miner, published by Saluk Press in 2016. It was as a musician and musical educator that Hazrat Inayat Khan traveled to the Western world in 1910. His Sufi teacher, Sayyid Abu Hashim Madani, had blessed him, saying, "Fare forth into the world, my child, and harmonize the East and West with the harmony of your music." Touring the United States and Europe, Hazrat Inayat Khan and his brothers, together known as the Royal Musicians of Hindustan, built a musical bridge between the Orient and Occident. After hearing Hazrat Inayat Khan speak on music in San Francisco in 1911, a woman named Ada Martin sought spiritual instruction from him and became his first Sufi disciple, or murid. As the circle of his disciples expanded over time, in Europe as well as in the United States, Hazrat Inayat Khan eventually discontinued his musical activities in order to give his full attention to the Sufi order that was burgeoning around him. He explained, "I gave up my music because I had received from it all that I had to receive. To serve God, one must sacrifice what is dearest to one, and so I sacrificed my music. I had composed songs, I sang, and I played the veena, and practicing this music, I arrived at a stage where I touched the music of the spheres. Then every soul became for me a musical note, and all life became music. Inspired by it, I spoke to the people, and those who were attracted by my words listened to them instead of listening to my songs. Now if I do anything, it is to tune souls instead of instruments, to harmonize people instead of notes. If there is anything in my philosophy, it is the law of harmony, that one must put oneself in harmony with oneself and with others. I have found in every word a certain musical value, a melody in every thought, harmony in every feeling. And I've tried to interpret the same thing with clear and simple words to those who used to listen to my music. I played my vina until my heart turned into the very instrument. Then I offered this instrument to the divine musician, the only musician existing. Since then, I have become his flute, and when he chooses, he plays his music. The people give me credit for this music, which in reality is not due to me, but to the musician who plays on his own instrument. The lectures contained in the Mysticism of Sound, Music, the Power of Word, and Cosmic Language represent the harvest of Hazrat Naya Khan's lifelong cultivation of the transformative power of music and sound, as much, at least, as could be rendered in words. For decades, these fascinating discourses have provided inspiration not only for Sufi practitioners, but also to musicians working in various genres. It is hoped that this new edition will bring Hazrat Naya Khan's spiritual philosophy of music to a new generation of divers for pearls in the ocean of the human heart. Pir Zia Inayat Khan.